What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Tuesday, October the 4th, 2022, and I got to talk about my favorite platform in the space today. We got to talk about Novatech, and I know quite recently I've only been talking about Novatech on pretty much Thursday, Friday, Saturday, on the weekends when things are getting ready to pop off, when things are getting ready to, earnings are about to hit, passive and active earnings. And it's an amazing platform. It's been doing amazing things for the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. And we cannot say that a lot in the space about many companies, so we got to clap that up off the jump. Got to clap it up for Novatech. But today I want to share a couple things that are in some of the groups that I'm in on why there's a difference between what a Pamm account is and what a hedge fund is, and why why Novatech is not a hedge fund. All right, why it's not a hedge fund. So we're going to talk about that. Before I get started, I want to remind you all that I'm not a financial advisor, all right? This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, all right? I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and hop into this first thing. But, let's do this first. There's a lot of new people joining Novatech, all right? Especially, I've seen it under me, so I know it's got to be happening for some of the other leaders. A lot of people excited about being a part of Novatech, right? A lot of people deciding that, hey, I want to take that leap of faith. I want to put in some capital. I see BOJ do this. I see this person do that. I'm able to risk that. I'm able, I'll do this, right? The thing I want to mention to all of you is, if you do not have your account funded in the first 48 hours, it will be deleted and you will have to start all over again. So to save yourself from having to do all that, just go ahead and make sure you're prepared to make a deposit. Either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or USDT ERC20, and you should be able to be good to go. And you won't have any problems with your account being closed in that 48 hours. If you don't do it in 48 hours, you will notice that your account will probably be pretty hard to have access to, and you'll need to start all over again, all right? I did see in a video that the CEO did say, hey, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just scrap it and start all over, all right? But don't make a mistake with your deposit, though. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing, let's get into this, this thing that was actually cleared by the CEO of Novatech and shared in one of the groups that I am in. So I want to share it with you guys, all right? Now, this is the Pamm account versus hedge fund difference. It is said that this was approved by our CEO, Cynthia Petition. She told one of our leaders to go and do some research on why we are not a hedge fund. All right, so let's talk about it. With a Pamm account, there is zero setup cost. For a hedge fund, it requires 40 to 100K to set up. For a Pamm account, there are zero or very little annual maintenance costs. A hedge fund requires a minimum of 50K annual maintenance fee. Now that's big. Now, already off the breaks, you can see which one is set up for the person that doesn't have a whole lot of money. The person that may be looking for an opportunity but just doesn't have disposable income like $40,000. That's a lot of money. That's almost double what some people make in this country in a year, let alone just that amount to set it up on the low end, all right? Let's keep going. I want to read some more. Actually, I'm going to start on the right side. I'm going to start with the hedge fund stuff, if you guys don't mind. Now, hedge fund requires time in weeks or months to learn how the structure works. Requires a period of between 1 month to 1 year to go live. The minimum investor required capital is 100K. A minimum of 3 to 4 people are required to get started. Accumulated amount required to start is $5 million, ladies and gentlemen. They typically require investors to lock up their money for years. The use of leverage or borrowed money can turn what would have been a minor loss into a significant loss. Now, I know as we're reading this, some of these may seem like negatives, right? But to those people that have all these things checked off, which there are in the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's not get that wrong. There are people that have plenty money, plenty network, plenty resources to make these things happen, right? Let's keep going. Hedge fund manager has direct access to investors' capital, which is a bit more risky, all right? Low degree of responsibility on the part of managers since their funds are not involved in any way. Investors have to wait for months or years before they can start receiving their profits because of the lockup period. A concentrated investment strategy exposes them to potentially huge losses. Now, that is all things that, are what they say about hedge funds. Now let's talk about what they say about Pamm accounts and why Novatech should be considered as a Pamm account. Zero setup costs. Zero or very little maintenance fee annually. Requires a day or a few days to learn how the structure works. It requires a day or a few days to go live. Minimum investors capital required is usually around $100. Minimum number of persons to get started is just one person. It can just be you. Accumulated amount required to start is $100. Now, there's a huge difference between that and $40,000 and 3 to 4 people required to get started. Keep going. Doesn't require investors' funds to be locked up for a period of years. The ability to close a losing trade or exit a losing position helps in preventing huge amount of losses. All right? That's comparing that to the use of leverage or borrow money can turn into what could have been a minor loss into a significant loss. All right? Now, losses can happen either way. Let me just get that straight. All right? There's always a risk of loss, whether you're in a Pamm account or a hedge fund. Doesn't matter. But if you're going to play the game, it's good to know how it's being played, all right? So let's keep going. Relatively safer than investors' capital, safer on the investors' capital, since managers have no direct access to the funds. High degree of responsibility on the part of the manager, since their funds are also involved in trading. Investors can start receiving returns quickly. Within 24 to 48 hours from the account is open through ongoing manager positions, and ability to reduce trading risk through diversification and investing in different strategies through different managers. So you have a little bit more flexibility in the Pamm account. You don't have to be balling. You can have $100. It can just be you. Doesn't have to be a team of people. You don't even have to have a network to be involved in the Pamm account. And these are all things I have experienced from the Pamm accounts that I have been in, not just Novatech. Different stuff on FXSWAY and ENVI and different brokers like TPX Global or TPG Global, whatever it is, and Hero FX and different brokers that are out here that have Pamm accounts attached to them. When you think about it, it's a little bit more flexible. It's actually a lot of bit more flexible, all right? So I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was good information to have just in why Novatech is one of the most impressive Pamm accounts that I've ever seen. And it's been consistent for years. And it's been paying out. I just withdrew around $9,000 from Novatech just in my earnings between passive and active earnings this past week. I've been doing it around that rate for the last 3-4 months now, being able to diversify, whether I decide I want to reinvest or not. I'm a President's Club member, so, I have a good amount of capital in that I have chosen to use this platform to reverse engineer it to create an income for myself and my family. So now I can really focus on the things that I love to do. And as long as Novatech is here kicking and rolling and doing its thing, we're excited about the future. And I know I've mentioned this before, but I've got some more goals with Novatech. I plan on upping my ante in a significant way over the next few months. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, putting the plan in place. But as I continue to reach the new levels and of promotion and different things of that nature, I'm just excited about what the company is able to do. And it's Tuesday, all right? We got a little ways before payday, but for those of you that haven't done a withdrawal this past weekend, maybe try one. Now when the website is working efficiently and moving fast. Anyway, never a bad day to talk about Novatech and the good things that it's doing for many, many people, many, many communities, many, many families, many, many associates, business partners, people all over the world Novatech has been servicing. And it has been nothing short of amazing. With that being said, please put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, all right? Because crypto is the wild, wild west, and if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you're not in the official Novatech Telegram group, go to your announcements in your back office. It will give you the link to the Telegram group. Make sure everyone that is in there or in Novatech is in that Telegram group. Stay informed about the things that are going on with the company. Of course, each team has their own separate little Telegram group, so you do what you want to do on that end. However, I'm a proud member of Team Diamond, and I'm excited about the growth that we have experienced here at Team Diamond and what we've been able to do here at BOJ. It's just been nothing short of amazing. We've been able to help a lot of families, a lot of associates with this opportunity. I get emails all the time about the great things people are experiencing with Novatech, and it's just been an amazing ride. I will see y'all on the next one. This is Novatech on a Tuesday. Peace out. Deuces.